Let's get into the Freeman Mazda stat of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Freeman Mazda stat of the week, presented to you by Freeman Mazda. And this time, it is a draft related stat. If you are a Dallas Cowboys fan and you follow Cowboys content on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, chances are by now you have heard about TCU offensive lineman Steve Avila. He honestly has become one of the top pet cats in the Cowboys Twitter community and the Cowboys draft community. And it's easy to understand why. Number one, the Cowboys do have a need at offensive line. We don't know who's the projected starter at left guard right now. The Cowboys are even discussing the possibility of starting Terrence Steele at that position. So it's logical that they're interested in Steve Avila. And I wanted to make the Freeman Mazda stat of the week about him because it turns out he is one of the top 30 visit guys for the Cowboys. And we know that for Dallas, those matter because historically they have had visits with the guys that they draft. And look at the stat of the week. Here we go. Steve Avila had 540 pass blocking snaps in 2022, and he allowed 0 sacks in those blocking snaps, in those pass blocking snaps. Pretty remarkable numbers for the TCU prospect. I personally have not dived into his tape yet. I am just one game into him, so I don't want to give you my thoughts just yet, but we'll get into that later on primetime. However, I will say this. It seems like he fits the Tyler Smith bill a little bit in the sense that he is raw. He is not a developed prospect yet. He is not the technician. He does have some athleticism, some lateral agility, and all of that. I don't know if he is as nasty of a blocker as Tyler Smith, but Steve Avila, look out for him. It appears like he's one of the Cowboys' darlings at this point. Some people have him graded as a first rounder, some people as a second rounder, but do keep in mind the Cowboys are picking 26th overall in the NFL draft. So if you want to get Avila, chances are you have to do it in the first round if you are the Dallas Football Cowboys. So there you go. That is the Freeman Mazda stat of the week. Let me know in the chat, would you or would you not draft Steve Avila with pick number 26? And obviously, it depends on who else is available. But just in a probability scenario, thinking about who could it be available, would you like or dislike drafting Steve Avila? Let me know in the chat. And while you do that, and before I give you my answer, let me talk to you about the guys that make this segment possible and this show possible. Freeman Mazda, a family-owned business for over 65 years. You can check out their dealership over at Irving, Texas, and you can also browse their website over at freemanmazda.net. In there, you can see their wide range of new and used vehicles, as well as the features of every car, pictures of the outside and inside of each vehicle. And as we do around this time here on Prime Time, it is time to talk about the Freeman Mazda Ride of the Week. In this case, the 2023 MX-5 Miata Grand Touring. This one starts at $34,115. It's got Apple CarPlay / Android Auto, manual transmission, a convertible roof, premium audio system, a blind spot monitor, and a miles per gallon capacity of 26 when you are in the city. That goes up to 34 when you are in the highway. So make sure you check out Freeman Mazda and the Ride of the Week on their website, freemanmazda.net.